Red clover, one of the top 40 herbs of North America. Blood purifying, cleansing. It has hormone balancing activities that can help the body to balance and settle things out. It's highly nutritious. It smells very mild, but can get a very pungent taste if put into a tincture or decoction. It is grown in Europe and Central Asia and also in North Africa. There are 250 kinds of clovers that we know of, and many live all over the world in grasslands and lawns and pastures and meadows throughout the US and Canada. But now there's a lot of red clover coming even to the US and Canada, but they're all pretty much related. The part that you use is the flowering tops and the leaves. It has that bitter taste to it, so you know it's really good for digestion, good for assimilation of nutrients in the body. The history of red clover is a long one. Even the ancient Celtic Druids, they used it as a symbol of earth, sea, and heaven and worshipped it. In the Middle Ages, the Christians also considered it a symbol of Trinity. It has 3 leaves on it with the clover top and considered very much a sacred herb. The Chinese use it for all kinds of cancer and have used it for thousands of years to help with symptoms associated with cancer. The Russians have it documented to use it for bronchial ailments, symptoms associated with asthma, respiratory disorders, anything that has to do with opening and clearing pathways in the lungs. Native Americans used it for food to eat, also used it for sore eyes and burns. In the 19th century, herbalists used it mostly as a blood purifier to strengthen and purify the blood. For over 100 years in Europe and even in some parts of America, it was used for symptoms with any type of cancer, including and especially leukemia and any type of cancers that have to do with blood-borne cancers. It just really focused on that. And there's a number of studies associated with helping with those symptoms. It helps to kind of normalize abnormal cells and helps to promote normal cells. It has a response, immediate response almost with whooping cough symptoms. It also is used for gout, helping to alleviate some of that problem. And it is a natural diuretic, and it can naturally help the body push water out. It also is a natural expectorant to get out mucus when you have your lungs full of that. And it also is used for menopause to alleviate some of those symptoms associated with menopause. It has lots of vitamins and minerals in it and isoflavonoids. It has very deep roots, really, really deep roots, kind of like alfalfa. Alfalfa has super deep roots. So does red clover. Red clover can go so deep because it searches for the nutrients that it needs to make it a healthy plant, and that thereby us getting the nutrients when we harvest it need it. It has an effect on anemia. It tends to help the body settle down and be able to get that hemoglobin to a normal level. It can help with weaknesses and even shortness of breath. It's been used for rickets in the body, and also it helps promote calcium storage and maintaining healthy bone density levels. And that is a study that was done just a few years ago. It's saying that it helps promote strong bones. And also, you know, it's naturally known as a cleanser, cleansing, purifying the body. So it would naturally be used for things like symptoms associated with arthritis, because that's a buildup of toxins in the joints, and anytime there's pain or discomfort, toxins. Natural diuretic, like we talked about, and also can help your body discharge wastes and toxins out of the system, and faster than your body normally would. And so that's why when anybody's doing a cleanse or trying to get better, eat healthier, oftentimes they will use red clover. We talked about its effect on mucus and helping to clear out mucus, but it's been used for symptoms associated with bronchitis and pulmonary congestion, for helping with laryngitis, and as an expectorant. It also is used for strengthening weak lungs and chest area. As far as its effect on the liver is concerned, red clover helps to nourish it, thereby stimulating and strengthening the liver, helping to cleanse out. Whenever you're making new healthy cells, your body releases old ones, old congestion in the body, old toxins that have built up. It helps the body to deal with any kind of thing that is just, like congestion or like boils or abscess or sores. Even with eczema, it helps the body settle that down amazingly well. Symptoms associated with psoriasis, even acne, which we know is a toxic, condition. Symptoms associated with dermatitis. It's been used as poultice topically for burns and internally, and definitely as an eye wash, famous for an eye wash. It seems to activate the gallbladder to help with better digestion, and it seems to have a really gentle type of laxative effect with it too. It definitely supports immune system function and helps retard any type of infection or any symptoms associated with that. It has natural antibodies in it against rattlesnake poisoning and scorpion poisoning and even other bites and stings. And sometimes I would run in, and if my kids got a sting and I didn't have any clay, actually it was before I found out about using clay, which I usually have on hand, you can make tea out of this, and we've used it for bites and stings, and it takes the sting out almost immediately. It has a natural antiseptic type effect to it, and antibacterial and antifungal, which is huge, because getting it to be antifungal is a tricky thing, because fungus is so much like our own cells that it's hard to get a component that actually really helps get that fungus in the body under control. It's been used for symptoms associated with AIDS, and it can actually inhibit the growth of some type of cancer cells and symptoms. There's a number of studies on it, and you guys can look those up. We actually will cite those in our literature. The other things that it's good for, that it's been known for, is circulation in the heart, strengthening and helping the heart to be healthier, also normalizing symptoms associated with blood pressure out of control, and helping to normalize those cholesterol levels in the body. It helps with elasticity in the arterial wall. There's studies showing that it can increase it by, I think it was like 23%. And everybody that takes red clover seems to comment on how it helps with that youthfulness look. Their skin seems to feel better and look better and more youthful, and everybody wants that. It's naturally packed full of antioxidants, great for the nervous system, can be used as a tonic every day, calms nervous energy or exhaustion, helps relax, and has a little bit of sedative effect, helps to nourish the nerve endings in the body. And for women, it can help maintain normal estrogen levels. Huge in this environment with lots of synthetic estrogens and estrogen mimickers around our environment. Can help the body normalize fertility and heavy menstrual bleeding, or even slow menstrual bleeding where you're skipping, just to normalize so you have a normal menstrual cycle. Helps the body with lactation, those nursing mamas, and can help to strengthen those bones. There are some studies showing that, especially in menopausal women who are having bone density issues, that by taking red clover, it increased their bone mass. Pretty cool, huh? For men, it is great for prostate health. This is super, and used a lot for symptoms associated with prostate cancer. One of the most interesting things to me about red clover is the fact that the US FDA puts it on the GRAS list, the GRAS list. It stands for Generally Recognized as Safe. And the only caution that they have is that it might cause some blood thinning. Pretty cool, huh? Not even any cautions for this magnificent herb. You can use it in small quantities as needed. Some historians say you shouldn't use it for long-term use, but there's really no studies or research associated with it, because some of the other studies have been 1 to 5 year studies of people actually ingesting red clover. So follow your body for sure. You can eat it fresh in your salads. You can make a tea out of it. You can make a poultice out of it. You can make ointments and salves out of it for topical use. So many ways to use red clover, and such a useful, wonderful plant God gave us.